Hi, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Happy new moon. That means today is October 6th, 2021, and it is a win-win Wednesday. And for this new moon, I just have a couple questions for us to think on, to just reevaluate. But really, it's a redefining. So anyway, we're going to be doing a lot of reflecting, realizing, understanding, and moving on. So let's get into this. And before we get started with this new moon, let's just take one deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. We want a full belly breath. So when you breathe, you should feel the air going in your tummy, and your tummy is getting bigger. All right, so give us about 5 seconds. You do it by yourself, and I do it by myself. Okie dokie. Happy new moon in Libra, and it is in a 13 degree. So the questions that I have, the first question is, what are you made of? So the compartment to those questions, or as we would call it, the lower parts, the parts that are just like, checking off. We have to do this, then this, then this. So what are the compartments underneath that question? So it says, how do you, the questions that I have is, how do you express yourself? How has your newer found deepening encouraged who you are today? What makes you you? And we're going to also be like counter looking at, how do you share that in the world? Okay, we know who you are, but how do you express that? How do you share that? How do you reflect that in the world? So how has your awareness to the world redefined? The new moon in Libra in 13 degree, we're really just going to be redefining the power in self-expression or self-assertion. So how do you exert yourself? How do you assert yourself? How do you independently identify yourself out loud? So the new moon in Libra. Libra is a desire for balance and impartially. Libra is the desire for balance. 13 degree, you might be, finding the more desire for action, for self-assertion. And it's asking, how are you combining those? How are you letting those energies work harmoniously, work together? So here we might be noticing abuse of power. So within self, maybe we know that we are a beautiful, bright wildflower, and sometimes we don't like to share it out in the world because of what we went through. But it's letting you know that allowing different parts of yourself to grow, to come into effect, to be a leader, to self-express, it's allowing you to grow whole and grow an inner knowing of who you really are, the changing facet of who you really are. Because at the beginning of this year, you were in whatever thought pattern, whatever perspective, and now here we are, 10th month and out the year. You're just like, you know what, that's not me anymore, Let's get to know who I am at the core, and that's what's happening. A deepening of self, a deepening of who you are, and acceptance of self. So This is my notes. That's why I'm just keep constantly looking down. I really wanted to just get into the numerology of today. So we already said that this new moon is all about self-expression and how we are sharing that out, how we are redefining that within itself, but also how we are merging. How we are merging. So today, October 6th, 2021 is a 3-day. And when I think of threes, I think of Gemini. When I think of Gemini, I think of I think. And I think is a very inquisitive to very kind of, it can give you scatter, but that's only if we're looking in one direction. It's all about duality. It's all about allowing different parts of yourself to come alive, to blend and to showcase who you are at the core, because you're not just, that little one part when you're now 25 or however old you are. You are, yourself at 26, 27, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13, 14, 15, uncomfortable ages, happy ages, all those ages, all those selves are you. And that's the wonderful, glorious, extraordinary thing about yourself, is that you have all these glorious things and all these glorious facets. So let's get to know them. Well, let's go back to the numerology, my girl. So numerology for today is a 3. And we already said that it's about duality, but 3 is also a mental, creative expression. It's a social interaction. It's about optimism, cleverness, intelligence, wittiness. But it also gives me of always in my head of anxiousness. And seeing that this is a 3-day, and seeing that the new moon is in Libra, so we are doing a lot of reflecting. We are doing a lot of redefining. We are doing a lot of polishing and shining. We have some beautiful things. Let's share them out. Let's share those beautiful things out. Let's allow the pioneering phases of ourselves to come through. So, with this being a 3-day, we should be mindful of how we are going about this newfound self-expression, how we're going about this new level of deepening. And the first thing we know is that we have to take it step by step. If we exert too much energy, we know that we will soon be depleted and tired and won't have enough energy to get to the opportunities that we know are coming. So 3 days are giving us clarity, but in steps. So being mindful of how we are exerting ourselves, like the deepening, but also how we're exerting ourselves in the world. Is there equal give and take? 3s are changeable. Duality. They're open to ebbing and flowing. So we know that it's open to ebbing and flowing. How do we express ourselves? We communicate. And communication looks different to different people. For many people, communication for me might mean a hug. Communication for you might mean texting, checking in, coming by and seeing. This is the allowing yourself to get to know who you are, but also get to know the people around you. So let's get into our reading, our oracle reading for today. So let's start off with a divine abundance. What are you made of? What makes you you? How do we express it out in the world? How has your awareness to yourself improved, heightened? What tools did you get from that? Did you get a newer level of understanding? So as you get to understand yourself, you're like, you know what? I don't think me and so-and-so align anymore. I don't think we have the same missions and goals, I thought we was friends, but we're actually acquaintances. It's giving me short travel. It's giving me, people who you're in community with. Let's see. So we all know that people who we're in community with impacts who we are, how we see ourselves, what makes us you, our roots, our family, our origins, all that. Our likes, our dislikes, our hobbies, how we dress, how we eat, how we speak. So, Spirit, what? Oh, trust. Okay. What are you made of? Okay, excellent. Trust gave me a very hidden vibe. So, maybe, I don't want to say anything. Let's keep going. Spirit, what is the message for the new moon collectively? What is the collective message for the new moon? Yes, being open to receiving. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm getting 3. Alright. So, the cards that fell out was, the first one was trust. And trust says, allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. That is saying, Creator, I understand that there is so much going on. And yes, I might be a little afraid to understand the deepening, but I know what I'm going through is making me a better person, is allowing me to step into the divinity within myself, which is also allowing you to step into a higher divinity. Like, how there are energies within us and how we are connected to the universe. That's what it's giving me as the world is going through all these changes, all these major events, all these turmoils, all these aches and quakes and bakes. As the world is going through it, you are also going through it, and as a minuscule level and as a macro, micro level, we are all going through something, and we know that we can't go through it alone. Receiving says every day it becomes easier to receive that highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Yes, we just said how we are connected to the divinity, and as we step up, the divinity gets stronger within us, and it gets stronger as a whole. And as we step in and to receive and to allow the deep thing and to go forward into understanding who we are at the core, understanding all the selves of all of who we are, all of how we are impacted by situations, conversations, and it's saying, but it's okay, because all of that was used to grow you, to allow you to be able to trust people more or to trust people less, and to receive the wisdom that is going on around you. When we step into the divinity, when we step into the awareness, the deepening, the more redefining of selves, we are not just, when we step into the divinity, we are allowing ourselves to be fulfilled, allowing ourselves to be acknowledged, allows our needs to be met, because we say, you know what, that actually did hurt my feelings, and I'm gonna take it over here, and I'm gonna work with it over here, and I'm gonna know that something better is gonna come for me, and I'm gonna be open to receive the better because I'm working on myself. That's what it's giving me. It's giving me the acknowledgement, that fulfillment that we are searching for, that we are longing for. The harmony is in self, and that it is a process. But through this process, as you are given tools, given assistance, you grow your trust. You are given assistance through messages, through butterflies, through sitting out in nature, by being open and trusting and walking through and stepping into who you are at the core being. You are allowing yourself to really step into your own path, to really step into your own blessings, to really step into your creativity. But we know we can't do it alone. Divine love says, when you offer everything to the divine with detachment, with letting go, you begin a love affair with spirit. You begin that deepening relationship. You begin that opening of trust within yourself, within who you are, within how you express yourself, and within others, the Creator, your ancestors. But you gotta be open to trusting. You feel me? That's the first step, my girl. You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna do it and just jump into it. No, because you know, when you get that butterfly message, when you get that you feel me, that, oh my God, why did those 3 accidents come up? My girl, maybe it's telling you to slow down. But you would have never heard that if you ain't trust this spirit, if you ain't walk into it. It gave me a little hesitancy. So maybe we might be a little hesitant to step into who we are, to get to know the different layers of self. But we got to be open to being changed. We have to be more flexible. We have to walk into the deepening. Through the deepening allows a rebirth to self. You feel me? Rebirth of slick plays in the background. Rebirth of slick plays in the background. Because you didn't lose anything. You feel me? You lost the clothes that was too big already. You got stuff that you can fit right now, that's in style, that you like. You got stuff that you can add to your collection, not just, you know, side pieces. You feel me? They're collectibles. You got things that can mix and match with every outfit on every level. Awakening says, oh my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sleep, seeing things for what they are. You are learning to trust more or trust less within yourself, within people. And as you are learning this, you're receiving the messages, you're receiving the guidance. Literally, when you get that feeling, you know, like, my stomach hurts when I go over so-and-so's house to get to knots. Maybe you shouldn't be going over so-and-so's knot. Trust what you are feeling. Trust what you are going through. Trust the journey. Awakening says, may I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. When awakening comes, you feel me, it'll be easier to walk into it. It'll be easier for us because we know that the Creator, our ancestors, the benevolent guided spirits, your dead, your elevated, liberated, your dead, your guides, they want the best for you. They want the best for you. You know that they won't put you in harm's way. So when we are more open to trusting and being open to receiving the duality, being more harmonious with who we are and how we express it in the world, but also how we're communicating this. If someone's coming up to us with agitated energy, we know that the most easiest way for us is to really say, you know what, I'm not going to exert the energy that I don't have to. I don't want to give to you. I don't want to give it to you. I don't have the energy. I do have the energy, but I'm not going to exert it on you. That's what we're saying. So this is a trusting of understanding that it takes time. It takes steps. But each steps bring a deeper level. Each steps allow you to be more open to receiving the messages. Being able to receive more of what's going on around you. Being able to step into who you are at the very core. So, Spirit, benevolent, elevated ancestors, let's just get one more. Oh, yes. Affirmation card. I believe in affirmations. Affirmations can really change a negative thought into a positive thought. And we can see it as like, oh my goodness, bad things constantly happen to me. My girl, like, excuse me. You know, like, I don't want to step in it because I'm a little hesitant because, you know, last time I did this, you feel me, this happened. We were aware of the situation. We were really, you know, trusting what was going on. Was really a little like, you know what, this will play. No, this not for play. This our life. This who we are. This gonna allow us to be the best version of ourselves. You feel me? Allowing us to communicate a little better. Allowing us to know when people come around, they're a snake if they're not a snake. Allowing us to know our own selves and our own bodies, and to know if we have the energy, let's do it. If we don't, let's pull back. How can we retreat? What does retreat look like to us? So let me just get a little affirmation card. Okay. Let's just lay it out this way. I like this word, not gonna lie to you. Oh my goodness. It says, my work is deeply fulfilling. Today, I give my best to that which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, I am led to even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. Yes, when we are trusting the divinity within us, when we are seeing that, you know what, we can't do this all in one day. I got a bunch of work to do. I can't exert all my energy on a Friday. No, it has to be equal exertion each day, or whatever days of the week that you're working on. It's saying, I am led to even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. Yes, because when you're open to receiving, when you're first open to trusting yourself, what's going on, being present in the moment, and then allowing yourself to get to know who you are at the core, allowing yourself to do the shadow work, allowing yourself to grow to a deeper level, a deepening level. You allow divine divinity within you. You allow it to shine bright, your divinity. And as you allow your divinity to shine bright, it allows you to go to new levels, new experiences, new perspectives that we have never thought about. We may have had the same lesson, but now when that lesson comes back around, you say, you know what? I've seen this before, my girl. I paid attention. And now when the situation comes back around, I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do. I'm going to read it one more time. Today, I give my best to that which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, I am led to even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. My work is deeply fulfilling. This is an inner fulfillment. You might be getting messages through your dreams at nighttime as you are tapping into the hobbies, the creative processes that you like. Know that this process cannot all be done in one day.